Believe it or not, you are already an expert at the grammar tense we're about to cover. Seriously, you're using it this very second. So let's dive in and break down the present continuous. So, I've got to ask you, what are you doing right now? Go ahead, think about it. You're watching this, you're listening to my voice, you're learning something new. See? Every single one of those, that's the present continuous in action. It's the tense we use to talk about life as it's actually happening. So, first things first, what exactly is this tense? Well, people often call it the tense of now, and honestly, that's the perfect way to think about it. It's all about actions that are in progress.
The official definition says it's for actions happening right now or for temporary situations. I like to think of it like hitting the record button on a camera. It's not for talking about your daily routine, but for capturing what you are doing in this specific moment or period of time.
And you know what the best part is? It's actually super easy to build. Once you see the basic formula, the recipe really, you'll start seeing it everywhere. So let's check out these building blocks. And here it is. It's just 3 simple parts. You take your subject, you add the right form of the verb to be. That's your am, is, or are. And then you just stick ing on the end of your main verb. That's the whole secret right there. But which one do you use? Am, is, or are? Well, this is a really simple matching game. I always pairs with am. He, she, or it, those all get is. And then for everybody else, you, we, and they, you use are. It's a nice consistent rule, which is great, right? Okay, so now that we've got that formula in our back pocket, let's get to the fun part and actually build some sentences. You'll see how this one simple pattern can create positive statements, negative ones, and even questions. Check out how powerful this is. For a positive sentence, it's just what we learned. She is playing. To make it negative, you just slide the word not right in there. We are not playing. And my favorite part, to ask a question, you just flip the first 2 parts. Are you playing? It's such a clean and predictable system. So we've totally nailed how to build these sentences, but the when is just as important. Knowing the right moment to use this tense is really what's going to make your English sound natural. It really just boils down to 4 main scenarios. First, the obvious one, things happening right this second. Second, for longer temporary actions, like maybe you're learning a new language. Third, and this one is a real game changer, for definite plans you have in the near future. And finally, a slightly quirky one, for describing repeated habits, especially the annoying ones. Let's just zoom in on that future use for a second, because it's so helpful. Look at this. We are going to the cinema tomorrow evening. The action is tomorrow. It's in the future. But because the plan is locked in and confirmed, we can use the present continuous. It's a fantastic shortcut for talking about your schedule. And what about that quirky one for habits? Well, when you say he is always getting up late, that word always adds a special flavor. It suggests this is a pattern that happens over and over and, well, you're probably a little frustrated by it. The grammar itself is actually carrying an emotion. All right, before we finish up, we have to talk about a super common mistake. This is a big one, so listen closely. It turns out not every verb likes to get that ing ending. These are what we call non-progressive or stative verbs, and that word state is the key. They describe a state of being, not an action. So we're talking about feelings, thoughts, and senses. Think about it. You don't do knowing something, you just know it. It's a state, not an action. So this is why you would never say, I am knowing the answer. Nope. It's just, I know the answer. And you wouldn't say, she is loving the new song. Instead, you say, she loves the new song. Getting this one detail right is a huge step towards sounding more fluent. Okay, time for a super fast recap. What are the key things to remember? The formula, am, is, are, plus a verb with ing. Use it for actions happening now, for temporary situations, and for your fixed future plans. And of course, always watch out for those tricky state verbs like know and like. So now, I'm going to leave you with a little challenge to put this into practice right away. Using that rule about future plans, what's one exciting thing that you are doing next week? Try to say it out loud. It's the best way to make it stick.